Hey, Tyler Price here. I got Julie Mason in the Bug with me, the 67 Bug. Really excited about this. Julie's been a friend of Allison and I since we moved up to Idaho. We lived in the same neighborhood initially, and is got a great voice on the radio, or had a great voice on the radio, until she crossed a line.
Still have a great voice,
Yes.
just don't have the radio right now.
Just don't have the radio. Don't you cross the line. So yeah, things happened.
Things happened.
And we're going to get going.
Let's go, yeah. I used to work on the Neal Larson show and had some opinions about COVID-19. The way that people have behaved. I was trying incredibly hard to be a force of positivity for East Idaho. Lots of times I would beg people to take care of one another. We're not New York City. The businesses here can infuse each other. When the $1,200 stimulus checks came out,
Go spend that money.
yeah, even if you can't spend the whole thing, go buy a $50 gift card from a local business. Let's take care of each other. I pushed it too far.
All right, good.
I asked people to find the humanity in COVID-19. That if there's somebody that's hurting, call them. Figure out if you can do something for them. And if they want you to go see them and you're healthy and they're healthy, follow your heart. That was my death wish, was to follow your heart.
Follow your heart, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, so it ends. And
It ended, yep.
But then the next day, you guys are right back at it again.
Oh, it was a whirlwind, and that's the lesson to be learned from this, is be genuine to who you are and keep going.
Yeah.
It's onward and upward.
Yeah.
No one determines your destiny except for you. So, yeah,
So the technology being what it is, then you just went right to social media.
we did.
And where can people find you?
So it's the Neal and Julie page on Facebook. Neal is spelled Neal. And we're also at nealandjulie.com, or thenealandjulieshow.com. We have had such great community support.
Yeah.
Can't even believe how many people have reached out for us.
And you're still interviewing the senators and congressmen.
Absolutely.
And like, nothing skipped a beat. It was just, hey, we're gonna. But I love that, because so many times, life never goes according to plan.
No.
And there, I think at times people will throw their hands up in the air and say, now what? I can't do this, and kind of give up. But you guys, the next day, you guys were right back out there with your message, interviewing. Who did you interview that day?
So we resigned from our radio gig at about 10:45 on a Monday. We were back up on Facebook Live 8 o'clock the next day. That day we just did a lot of explanation, carried on with the radio show. The very next day, on Wednesday, we interviewed Senator Crapo, called Senator Crapo's people and said, look, you know about our job change? And they said, absolutely. And I said, can we still get you on? We'll be doing the show from my basement. And she said, you bet, he'll be there. Senator Crapo called in and we interviewed him from my basement. Then on Thursday, Senator Risch did exactly the same thing and seconded my motions about let's take care of each other in East Idaho. Let's get going.
Yeah. So you guys are the living Wayne and Garth of Wayne's World.
We are.
And that's who you should be for Halloween.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's awesome.
Yeah, but we've had other people reach out to us. And on Friday, we actually did the show from Arcane Marketing Studios.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. I've talked to those guys on some other things but yeah, they have a lot of tech, and they got some savviness to them and everything. And I must say, your house is very nice. But the studio maybe...
it was a step up.
Yeah, it was maybe a step up. All right. So then how did you end up in radio? Because in school you were journalism.
Yeah, that's what I graduated from college in, specifically sports journalism. I still love sports. So I'm really missing that during COVID-19, man. Not having March Madness was rough, but it will come back.
Yeah.
I did jobs, including being an employee of Tyler's.
Yeah, we worked with, she ran the show, her and my wife. So that was very kind of you to say it like that. But
so I did jobs that were friendly for my kids because it's family first for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like why do you box yourself in? There's lots of things you can do.
Oh, yeah.
I had the opportunity to interview for the job when my daughter was a senior in high school. That's my last child. My other two were grown and gone, and so I interviewed for the job and took a leap and have had a blast 2.5 years doing that. And then Monday took a leap again, and we're doing it.
There we go.
Yep.
Right. Rock and roll. Yeah, so I posted on my social media, coming back to your sports comment, I don't even know what day it is anymore. And the first comment was a woman in my neighborhood said, today's draft day.
Yes, it is.
And I was like, oh, I'm so ashamed of myself for not even
recognizing
anyway.
that.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Jordan Love from
There you
Utah
go.
State, going number 26.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we love it. Hopefully, I mean, they'll have a season, right? Don't you think?
I think they're going to have a season.
Yeah, business people always figure it out.
They're going to find a way.
Yeah. Well, good. So what do you see as, I mean, the show kind of is moving forward, but now you got to monetize, you got to do things like that, right?
And listeners have helped us out with that. We've already been able to secure some advertisers. Some money is already flowing. We've been mentored by some people who've done things similar to this, who said, hey, go this direction or think about this, and lots of collaboration and very little sleep, but that's how success is born.
Yeah, no, that is amazing. And we did meet because you had another job and things weren't quite where they needed to be maybe, and you came in looking to come to school, and I remember looking at you and going, why don't you do my job? And then it moved from there. But along the way, you have become a licensed cosmetologist.
Yes.
And
I took advantage of what could be available to me, so I became a licensed cosmetologist. I specialize in eyebrows and eyelashes.
Yeah. And you hustle all day long. It's like
all day.
You're doing the show. I keep wanting to call it radio show. We'll just call it the show. That sounds better anyway.
It does, the show.
You still do a lot of our government reporting, which I won't talk about negatively, but it's a complete waste of someone's talent, but it has to be done, and you do a fantastic job. And then you see clients in addition to that.
I do.
And so it's just constant hustle. So the grind. Do you love the grind?
I miss work.
Yeah.
That's been the hard thing for me during the pandemic is I miss being busy. I like people.
Yeah.
In fact, I was talking to your wife today. We'd like to recoin the term social distancing. We're tired of that term.
Yeah.
Something like cautious connections. Because why would we ever want to get rid of being social with people?
Why do we want to be distant?
Why do we want to be distant? We don't want to do that. We want to be cautious, and we can change some of our patterns.
Yeah.
I mean, wash your hands.
Yeah, there's the start. Right?
Yeah, but we don't want to not be human beings.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of stress out there right now. What words of encouragement or advice? Because I'm in the beauty space, and we got maybe. Well, anyway, I'm not going to go into that because I'm tired of it.
You're just so over it.
All day I've been talking to salons and shops about stuff and telling them their rights and stuff. But what do you say to somebody that's just like, I mean, there's definite significant stress and pain happening right now.
Absolutely.
So, and you're a voice of reason. You're a smart lady. I've been around you for like 12 years now, and I have a lot of respect for you. So what do you say to these people?
I think you've got to, from the very beginning, we were talking about it being a delicate balance. And I think you have to find the delicate balance of humanity over fear. Figure that out, what it is for you. If you are health compromised, take measures. I was talking to somebody who has cystic fibrosis the other day. They're not doing anything different than they've done previously. They're always careful, right?
Yeah.
So let's learn from them, but that doesn't mean we stop.
Yeah.
It's a delicate balance. Rearrange your life so it can be a little more cautious, a little bit more safe, but don't give in.
Yeah.
Keep plowing forward, grow, change, and become better, and help everyone out.
Yeah. How about that, right? Be kind, help out, be cautious. I mean, we do need to take precautions, and that's always going to be the case now. This isn't...
Oh, absolutely. This isn't going to go away.
This isn't going to go away.
I mean, just small political bend.
Yeah.
We've just given any enemy of the United States a way to shut us down.
Yeah.
We showed them the game plan. We just like gave away every play in the football book.
Yeah.
And so it is up to us to take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back, get our economy roaring again, and be safe.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, what else? What else would you?
So my job is to ask questions. So I'm going to ask you a couple
All right.
questions. Okay, let's see. Let's go fun. What's your favorite food?
So I love sushi. I lived in Japan for 2 years as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So I love sushi. I love what America's done to sushi by deep frying it. Because
So
you
good.
deep fry anything and it's freaking amazing. But barbecue is number one.
Barbecue's number one. I've had his.
Yeah.
So good.
I get after it. I'm not. I mean, yeah. Thank you, but yeah. But I think some great ones in the area locally. Little Mike's Barbecue. Fats does a really good job. That Black Hawk food guy going around that lit his first one on fire, and then researched from that. Really great barbecue. So barbecue definitely, I love that.
And I love that you named all local places that we can go and help each other out and build back up East Idaho. Okay, what would you be doing if you could choose your dream job?
Farming. Can you believe that? Gardening. I love gardening. I do the microgreen thing.
Yeah.
I have all my own tomato starts and squash starts and all that stuff that I started, and it's all in kind of a green room. Idaho has such a short growing season that it's all in containers growing. But yeah, I've got some bunch of cherry tomatoes going, black tomatoes going, artichokes going, pumpkins, squashes, kale. All this stuff. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't taste good, but it's really good for you. The microgreens themselves, I love them. They give you a ton of energy. I've lost 60 pounds using that stuff. So
great.
Anyway, during COVID, I've gained about 10 of it, 15 of it back.
Your COVID-19 is packed on.
I am definitely supporting local restaurants.
Okay. What was either the best decision or the most effective decision you've made in your life?
So I got to say something like marrying my wife, right? Because otherwise she's like, what? But which is very true because my wife is just either the most ambitious or just doesn't think anything can ever go wrong type of person, right? It'll work out.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Whereas I think I would tend to be, look at all the reasons why we can't do something. She never looks at that. She always is just like, yeah, why wouldn't we move to Idaho and start a school? Yeah, why wouldn't you do that? And and then I'll give her the reasons, and she just looks at me like I don't understand. You know. So definitely married up, but most men do. I know Brad did. But yeah, I think I'm very grateful for Allison, and I drive her freaking nuts. This morning she said, "When do I get Fun Tyler back?" Yeah. Because of all this, and I've been really vocal and all those things, and I was like, all right, today. So yeah, so I got to go home and vacuum the house before she gets home.
Good.
So yeah.
Good. Okay, let's see. What else would they want to know about you? What if someone came to you today and said, I'm in trouble right now in COVID-19? What's the best thing I can do at this point?
Yeah. Well, and I actually have had that discussion with people today and then talking specifically about their businesses, and I've actually gone against the order. I'm not out there trying to flaunt it, even though it sounds like now I am. But we have to take precautions. We have to realize that there is real risk, but there's real risk every single day. And so it is, honestly, it's not to fear the government, because, and when you start talking like that, it makes you sound crazy, but there are fear tactics. I mean, I can show you emails that alluded to, specifically in the beauty space, alluded to things that would happen. And when you call and talk to them, they really back off that because they're wrong, and they're wrong in doing it. So for me, I've had that discussion with 4 other shops today, and it was to make a decision and open your doors, because we did.
Yeah.
So
great.
And take precautions.
Be safe.
Yeah.
All right, you can find me. I'm going to self-promote here. Is that okay? Neal and Julie on Facebook, 8 o'clock Monday morning. We will be interviewing Tad Jenkins from Tad Jenkins all of his various car dealerships. He's got his used cars, a Chevrolet dealership. He's going to talk business with us.
And
he's going to talk about how can East Idaho get going again.
Yeah.
So 8 o'clock on Facebook. It'll be a Facebook Live at the Neal and Julie page.
And you guys go Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Saturday. Okay.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now this is your bad friend here. You're gonna want to punch me after this. I listened to you on the radio like probably 3 times, and I don't know what it was about radio, and I just couldn't do it. I haven't missed an episode since you guys have started.
Hey, then it was the right decision.
I just love the venue. I just love the fact that it's my 2 friends that are getting after it, and it's just anyway. So highly promote these guys, and they are really amazing lady and an okay mediocre guy like me in Neal, but they do cool stuff. You're gonna keep doing cooler stuff, which the evolution just continues.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. It's gonna get bigger and better. When my kids would have a difficult time, we had a phrase. It was onward and upward.
Yeah.
And what that means is you learn, you go forward, but you don't just go forward, you go up.
Yeah.
And that's where we're headed.
Let's
Onward and upward.
Let's do it. All right. Want to drop my phone. And anyway, we're gonna stop this now. But Julie Mason, great person. Grateful she came in the car today.
Tyler Price, great person. Grateful he took me in the car.
I was average. Ask any of my school teachers. So anyway, peace.